More information has begun to emerge regarding the train attack in Edo State. The State Commissioner for Communication and Orientation, Chris Nehikari, has confirmed that 31 intending passengers were abducted during the terrorist attack at Iguene train station on Saturday. Passengers were waiting for a 4 p.m. train from Iguene to Warri when the terrorists struck, shooting sporadically, abducting passengers and leaving many injured. Gentlemen, this is an update on that ugly incident. Yet again, we have in Edo State now, coming from the north down south now.
Kidnapping, another train attack. The last time we had one in Abuja, where all stakeholders, agencies pledged that this will not happen again. Anyway, it has just happened again. And if this is an attempt to make train unpopular in Nigeria, I think we are doing ourselves a lot of evil as a people. People were waiting for...
And Nigerians are getting comfortable.
With the train. Now we are discouraging people on a day. But you know why these things will keep happening? Because we don't have a thorough arrangement to fight insecurity. We keep saying this. I was reading up something and I came across how digital addressing will help reduce insecurity. If we have a system that shows people not just who you are, where you live, your address, and it is easy for us to trace you, I think crime will reduce. People have been taken. If they have cards on them that we can track to say, okay, this is the location of A or B, and we can see many of them in a particular location, we must deploy technology to fight insecurity. The kidnappers themselves, if they are properly addressed, if we have their details, and they know that there is no way they will commit such crime and escape the long arm of the law, they will reduce things like this. But we've been talking about it. All we want to do is, once they attack, we'll put the police, the army should go after them. Other countries of the world are using various types of technology, including digital addressing, to attack and curb crimes. We must move away from our layman approach to this thing. We must show more seriousness. It is not a good thing that some criminals will sit down in Nigeria and say, because the attack in Edo, Iguene, is not something they just woke up and did in one day. They must have been planning it. Okay, let's go and catch people there, take them away for ransom or for whatever. We must find a way of discouraging them that if you do it, we will get you. Nigerian can be manned. We can police Nigeria. If it is being done in other countries, in India, in other countries that are not, that are in the same category with Nigeria, they are getting to a level where every person is digitally monitored, technologically controlled in a manner that if we want to know where you are at any point in time, we would know. Let us begin to think in that direction. Let us begin to think of those technologies that will make our communities open to everybody to see, irrespective of how rural any location is. If we have such systems, if we have a way of ensuring that when we want to see you, we'll know where you are, crime will reduce. They have taken these people away now. Just like it happened in Abuja. God forbid, we may have weeks or months to wait again, negotiating, discussing, lamenting, until those people feel, yes, we've satisfied ourselves. Then they will release them to us. With our government, police, army, unable to do anything to help Nigerians who fell into bad time, not for any fault of their own. I think it's high time for us to do more about fighting insecurity. We need to do more.
I think the government will need to change kind of strategy, different from the way they handled the Abuja, Kaduna, and make sure that they go after these guys. And because some people argue that, okay, they've left everybody, the Abuja-Kaduna train, that they are yet to make one arrest.
I don't think they're interested in making arrests. I think the government policy
So we just empowered those terrorists and
make sure that
the overnight millionaires and they're enjoying their loot.
That's why they're doing this one again.
What makes this one fearsome to me as a person, because I'm a regular train commuter, is the fact they are not even attacked on the train. They were attacked at the station. Yeah. And I don't know about other areas, but I know that the number of functional stations in Lagos, Ibadan, Itakpe, Warri, and Kaduna, Abuja, the entire functional stations right now are not more than 10. Oh. That means you cannot even secure 10 stations. I want you to look at the level. And then look they are not on the train. They are waiting.
Okay, let's quickly take this breather. When we come back, we'll talk more. Please don't go away. Thank you for staying with us. And we're still looking at the kidnap situation somewhere in Edo State, Iguene, in Edo State, and talking about punitive measures against those. We don't even know those that perpetrated the crime. We
know soon enough. I'm sure they'll get across sooner than later. But like I said, the danger that we face now, to be on the train is one thing. But to now sit down at a train station and be picked up, the danger is enormous. And don't forget, if they can do this to train stations, what gives us the belief that they cannot be to the airports?
And even bus terminals.
Bus terminals.
They're getting encouraged.
The terminal uses about 100, 200 buses per day.
And then we sit down there for hours. Because I use BRT a lot. We sit down. You need to be there. Terminal, you can relax. There are relaxation centers where you can say soft drinks and snacks and all that.
These are people waiting to board the train.
Waiting to board the train. They were picked up. These criminals can be encouraged. They get money from this thing. Then what next? Okay, let's go to an isolated airport like somewhere up north or even in the south. You know the distance from the town to airport in most places.
It's about 20 kilometers.
Mm-hmm. And then they will go there and pick people up. Then after that, they will extend their franchise to bus parks. We must sincerely do things to discourage crime. It is not enough to always go after criminals after they are perpetrated.
Because these are stationary assets. They are located in
discourage crime. And then
it's not that a train is moving. Fine. It's isolated, fine.
Maybe
you can say the same with terminals. That to me is the danger.
You must be able to protect everybody.
If you say people should congregate in any place, you must
any public space must be protected. We don't like it when we travel abroad and we have to take off everything. But we understand why we have to do it.
Look, AY, there is something.
You know now, we have to. If I dress like this when I'm traveling, so I don't need to remove any belts.
The last time it happened in Abuja, there was this issue of, there are no cameras, this, that. So are we saying there is no CCTV in that train station that can pick what happened? How are we going to encourage Nigerians to put themselves at risk because they want to use government facilities? It is becoming worrisome that Yoruba say, the moment we start talking about one and we think we are finding a solution, they will perpetrate something new. They are, coming up with new ideas of criminalities. Yet our security forces.
When we were much younger, they used to have railway police.
The sad part of it is that these people might be left with their families for months.
No, they're on their own.
To go and look for money, exactly to go and raise ransom.
I can tell you for free.
Because for the Abuja own, people were running around to raise ransom for months.
And
some were selling their properties and everything, while it became so difficult.
Because you choose to run on the
don't forget during the Kaduna kidnap, there were people who were being treated by doctors. That means where they were known, and the government admitted that they are just trying to reduce casualties. So
in this case too, we will reduce casualties.
But we assume that after releasing them, you now pick up these people.
Because you should have enough intel. But it appears that the business is business as usual. Kidnap people, we negotiate with you, get some money, get away with it, plan a fresh one.
Oh, God.
Can we survive as a country running on this roller coaster of crime?
I know
We need
the
to change our
security-
police
Our security operatives, they will be on top of this and
They are always on top.
sing
On top
new
of
song.
it. And then there are plans to get them as is in the pipeline.
Yes.